Okay, my name is Cynikal. I'm 19 years old, and born in East London. So, I'm a West Ham fan, and but spent most of my life in Essex. Essex is a lot more chilled out than any part of London. Really, it's not really as compact. It's more like the houses are more spread out. They're bigger, and the people are different. Just the people you meet there, seem more chilled out. Less busy with their lives, and they just kind of like, you can stop on the street and talk to people, whereas in London it's busy, they're walking around and things like that. Cynical, well, who is he, what is it? It's a difficult question actually, and in a way I'm still trying to find the answer, because I remember I still remember the moment when I first found the name Cynikal. I was in maths and I really was finding it boring and I was looking through the dictionary and I thought, oh, that's a good name, and then that was it, really, that was it. But then people were asking me, why do you call yourself Cynical? So I was trying to find reasons, and it kind of balanced out in a way, because I believe everyone has two different people. So I am Tavinder or Tav, but I am also Cynical. So Tav could be like the person I am every day, just walking the streets with my friends, stuff like that. And Cynical is someone else, really. It's something. It's my other side, really. It's not like I make him up. He's always there, but he comes out through my music. He's kind of the person that will look at things negatively, and Tav is the kind of person that will look at things positively. Like, hence the name Cynikal, really. He's my alter ego, and whereas some rappers, they have an alter ego who they make up. This is a real person inside me. So I'm not saying I'm schizophrenic, but everyone has two people, and I'm just showing my second person through my music, really. My early influences were people like Michael Jackson, Prince, like all the 80s kind of sound, because like people my age, my dad or my mum or whoever's listening to the thing at the time would always make me listen to it too. And obviously back then I didn't have a musical preference, so I was just listening to whatever was playing in the house. So like Cliff Richard, people like that, I was always listening to them because my dad would play it, so I knew all of his words to all of his songs and things like that. I mean, now I wouldn't listen to him now. I respect them, kind of artists. It's not my type of genre, but back then that's what got me into music. Compared to other hip-hop artists, obviously coming from an Asian background, completely different culture-wise. I mean, when you're younger, you go to a lot of weddings, Indian weddings, massive parties, 500 people, and everyone dancing around there. And I even used to dance a lot back then. It's like, it's basically, I think, the way you're brought up affects how you are as a person in the future. And basically, how I was brought up was to be a community person. So I feel that's what I am now. I like to be outgoing and like just talk to people, and I feel that being from the background I am, it gives me that foundation for what I am now. Right at this moment, I'm listening to a producer called Kev Brown, and he likes sampling jazz and making it into hip hop or neo soul. That's production-wise my favorite producer right now. Rap-wise, Tupac has always been up there, always. I remember when I first heard the Tupac track, it was actually on TV, it was on the box. It was in 2001, I think. I remember actually standing there thinking, whoa, this track's good. But it was only halfway through the video, and I remember thinking, oh, I need to get that track. But back then I was only on a 56k modem, so it was really hard to get hold of it. And I was just chasing people down, do you know this track? Because I didn't even know the name. So it was really hard to kind of track it down. A track that I don't know, and I've only heard half of it on a 56k modem. But I remember listening to it, and I just thought, yeah, that's the song. that's going to change my life in a way. And it did. Like before then, I wanted to be a lawyer. Now I want to be a musician, and I am a musician. So that track alone has changed my life. I know, like a couple years ago, I never used to use panning at all, and I never really was aware of it until I started proper analysing the production side and the way that certain producers use their panning. I kind of replicate that in terms of trying to make it exciting for the ears to kind of hear something here, hear something there, rather than everything down the middle. So like people like Timbaland, and the way he has his beats mastered, it's like they're really full. So I try and do that when I master my beats, to try and make them sound really full, like so it's coming from right here rather than in front of you. And just by analysing people like Timbaland, Kev Brown, people like that, you learn a lot. I can take ideas from them and incorporate it into my music and kind of resurface it as something different. Yeah, my music is definitely too difficult to just class a title in it. It's going to vary a lot in the future, and it's already varied a lot now. So it's just too hard to pinpoint it. But if I was going to put a title on it, it would just be hip hop. Things Change is essentially about things changing. It highlights the difficulties of relationships, and this relationship in particular, how he's in love with this girl, she doesn't really want him anymore, and as soon as he decides that he doesn't want her anymore, she wants him back, but it's too late. And I'm sure people have been in that situation before, and it kind of helps people relate to that. The track is it's loads of experiences kind of combined into one. I mean, when I started writing it, I didn't think, okay, these are my experiences, I have to put them all in. It kind of flowed. So I thought, okay, this has happened in the previous 4 lines that I've written. What's going to happen now? And what have my friends said about this? So I've kind of put them all together and kind of built it like a house rather than just put it there. I kind of slowly built it up. Well, Neo is a very talented singer that I went to college with and studied music with for 2 years. At the time, she was singing like lots of R&B and things like that, but right now she's into a lot of jazz. But I mean, when I worked with her in the song, it was like very easy. It was like kind of the connection that just clicked. Like when she wrote the chorus, she just listened to she wrote the chorus pretty much, and she looked at my lyrics and thought, okay, what's going on here? We need this to happen. And her melodic writing is just fantastic, so I didn't really have to worry too much about what she was doing. And in terms of the ad-libs, they're all improvised in one take. So it's not like I said, oh, maybe do that one again. She just did it all in one take, like in 5 minutes, and that was it. No, it's a 2 minute 30 song, so she did it in 2 minutes 30. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to work with her, yeah. The idea behind the video is basically to show the separation of the characters, the 2 characters, like myself and Neo. Or it's not really me actually, so the 2 characters. Like there's shots where I'm there and then she's there. You're kind of thinking, are they there at the same time? But they're not really. So it's kind of baffling the viewer. But at the same time, then the next shot you might see is where they're both together at the same place. So you're kind of thinking, what's going on there? And basically the whole video is based on the 2 words, things change. It shows the whole concept of how things change, basically. And it highlights the lyrics perfectly, the way that it interlocks with what's happening in the storyline. Well, filming, I feel, is different from recording, because in filming you have to act. In recording, you do act, but just with your vocals, so you can have a smile on your face. As long as your vocal tone sounds good and for the purpose, it's all right. But with acting, you're being seen, like your facial expression. If you look one way but the camera's somewhere else, then you have to do that take again. It's quite exciting, really. It's something different to anything I've ever done. Kind of brings out the best in you, in a way. It brings out another side to the entertainer, rather than just vocal acting. This is like visual acting as well. My friends, when I told them that I'm shooting a video, they were excited. And when I asked them to be in the video, they were over the moon. I mean, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be on TV." Blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously that would be anyone's reaction, but they took it in a way quite professional. I mean, they are characters that like to joke about and stuff, and they were in a way finding it hard to keep a straight face. But they tried hard. I mean, they tried very hard, and all respect to them. I owe them a lot for coming on the set and trying to do a professional job when they're not actors at all. I mean, like in the video, you'd never be able to tell that they're just average friends. They are, yeah, ace. The way I see it is I'm trying to actually progress as an artist. So I'm not thinking, oh, I have to do this track by then, that track by then. I'm trying to basically learn and become the best I can be. So sometimes I might be making tracks which I might not release. But all in all, I'm just trying to improve. So if somebody wants a track, then I'll make it for them. But I'm not going to go out and chase people. Can you rap over my beat, please? I'm not going to do things like that. I just want to improve. And if good opportunities come along the way, then yeah, sure, I'll take them. But at the moment, I'm just trying to improve. In terms of taking an artistic path within the next couple of years or something, it's a difficult one, really. I mean, I love production and I love writing lyrics. I love performing, but it's very hard to do all three at the same time, purely because there's not enough hours in the day. But I hope to be a successful producer, inspirational to other producers, as well as a great lyricist. Whether they will both happen hand in hand or one after the other, we'll have to see. But hopefully both will happen, yeah.